with Lia Alexander today. So, today is about your family and friends.
Yep.
And your free time. Which, as a busy bee, I doubt you get a lot of that.
Yeah, I don't get much free time, but the thing is about it is that I love what I do. So it's like, it is my free time, you see what I'm saying? Because music is not just my job, you know, it's my outlet, it's my connection to people. Sometimes I have a really hard time speaking my emotions, so sometimes I'll have to write them or express them in my work. So that's definitely one of my favorite things about music, is that it feels like free time. But sometimes I do feel like traveling a lot, I could just like, you know, just because it does get really tiring, but I love it anyway.
So how does your family support your traveling?
They support my music, not just the traveling. They support everything, really. At first, my mom was always negative about my music and wasn't always like, you know, so sure if I could do it or if I should do it. She was very skeptical about it, but I think as I got older, she got more accepting about it, because now that I'm older, I'm getting more with it, and I'm pursuing more, and I'm getting into more places. So she accepts it better. She definitely is starting to realize, okay, this is good. My dad is always there. I think my dad's probably the most supportive out of all my family, because he's the one who always is giving me advice, and he's always at my performances, and he's always trying to be able to support me and supply me with as much things as I need to help me get through. Because, you know, sometimes with the music career or any performing career, there's a lot of negative feedback, and I will like be like, why? Is there something wrong with me? He'll be like, no, there's nothing wrong with you. Here's the thing. You know, you're a performer, you're in the public eye, people are going to nitpick, that's part of it. And I've been through classes, confident classes about it too, because they had to teach me that when becoming a performer and publicizing yourself, you will get more negative than actually positive, because the humankind, just humanity in general, which I learned this from this professor of this confidence class last week, which is so true. In humanity, we tend to think and feel and gravitate towards more negative emotions and feelings and situations than positive. The reason being is because positive things we don't have to worry about. If something good comes to us, we take it for granted. It's like, oh, you know, cool. And then when something bad comes into our lives, or something negative, it's like an asteroid just landed in your living room. And it's like the biggest thing, and it draws more attention. You know, it's so much easier to say hateful things to somebody than good things. I say it myself. Been there, done that. Alright? I have been able to find myself, you know, easier to say mean things to somebody than nice things. Though I try not to, because I am a very happy person. I'm very positive. And I try to push the envelope into a positive, you know, atmosphere. But that is the truth. I learned that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I should be a professor.
Maybe. Second job.
Yes.
So, in your free time, when you're not doing music, what do you like to do?
Music. Really, I do. Well, no, really, okay.
Besides music.
Okay, yeah. I do music on my free time. If I have a week off that I don't have to be in the studio and all my CDs are done, and, you know, my release date comes this October 31st, so I have some free time in between, and now I'm just doing a lot of interviews, and I'll still do music, you know. But I like to hang out with my friends. You know, being a young person like myself, I always try to make time for normal young people things. You know, I mean, this is it. I mean, I go to movies sometimes. I go out with my friends. Sometimes just casual walks in the parks will make me happy, you know, because the simple things in life is something I like to definitely embrace, because I think people depend on very, very hardcore, events to make them all, free time is filled in now. I don't necessarily have to go to clubs and stuff like that. I definitely enjoy the small things in life, especially on my free time. That's when I get to ground myself, and I like going out to the country. I like to ride my bike. I love riding my bike. If it weren't for my bike, I would be about Humpty Dumpty sat on the couch. So, I love jogging and riding a bike. I like riding a bike because I can sit down while doing it. It's like lazy exercise. You just sit there. It's like, I can sit on my butt all day and still exercise. Literally. Okay, so, I tend to have people drive me around places than to drive myself, because at one time I had a car and I gained about 20 pounds. No, literally, I weighed 110 pounds. I only generally weigh like 90, okay? And I gained 20 pounds within a month because I was driving more places. And my friend lives down the street from me, and I drove to her house just because I had access to a car. Like, really? Okay, that could have been a walk. I could have burned off the cinnamon roll I ate that morning, So, I tend to try to depend. If I'm really want to get somewhere, I'll ride my bike. No problem. I'll see how long that lasts. Now I'm 40 years old, still riding the bike all the way across town. If I can keep this, I'll take it any day. But yeah, my free time, I definitely like to exercise as well. I love exercising. I work hard for my body. I try to be very healthy, and I think that's very important in being a performer, because you don't get much sleep. You're up all night. You're performing under hot lights. It's good to stay hydrated and to be, to have a good diet and to definitely get exercise. Plus, if I don't exercise, I get very depressed, which is probably why I was very moody earlier today. I didn't go on my jog. Well, we'll do that later.
Yes, so you can burn off the cinnamon roll.
I didn't have that this morning. I had a salad, but yeah. So, what else would you like to know about my empty life, where I have nothing to do except what I like to do?
Music?
Yeah, I like music. But apparently we're not talking about my music life. We're actually talking about my free time, about me being a normal person and what I do in my normal life.
Yes.